Bob Arum says he wants to make a fight with Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. And it sounds good to me. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Bob Arum is doing his rounds. Obviously, Teofimo Lopez is fighting against Josh Taylor. This weekend, Bob Arum, promoter, Hall of Fame promoter, he's in the mix and he's doing his rounds with the interviews. He did an interview with Fight Hype and he says, well, all we can do is offer them alternative fights. What are the alternative fights? So when I meet with Bill Haney, his father and manager, there are a few fights that we can talk about, and there are probably others he can fight. So he says that he's going to provide, sit down with them and provide some options. He continues by saying, the winner of this fight with Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez, maybe, if he's going to 140, he can maybe fight Ryan Garcia. That's a possibility. Or he could stay at 135 pounds, maybe fight a rematch with Vasyl Lomachenko, or he could say to me, hey, the guy I want to fight is a tremendous fighter and would do a lot of business, is Shakur Stevenson. I like them all. Obviously, the fight I would like best is against Shakur Stevenson because he's another guy I love to watch fight. From the time we signed Shakur and we signed Lomachenko, that was the fight in my mind that I wanted to see. It was a little too early for Shakur to fight Loma at that point, but I would love that fight. Even if I wasn't promoting it, I would love and pay to see it. Well, that's up to Loma and his father on what they want to do. If I was a fan, I would be happy to pay money anytime Loma stepped in the ring because he's such a great talent. And whether it's a rematch with Devin Haney or going down to 130 to fight other good fighters at 135, that's going to be up to them. But I really am a great admirer of Vasyl Lomachenko, and I know will be continuing, and he's a really great fighter, end quote. I think one of the funniest things to me is the praise that Vasyl Lomachenko gets, especially from Bob Arum, but also just in general, old media. People act like Lomachenko has this impressive resume and this very impressive record. Listen, I've said it before and I'll say it again. There is no black fighter in boxing history that could have Lomachenko's resume and get the level of praise that he being Loma receives. Lomachenko has 20 fights and his record is 17-3. 17 wins and 3 losses. He hasn't been stopped to this point. The reason I know what I'm saying to be true is because you have black fighters who have amassed crazier records than that, and old media still doubts them. Like, look at Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo has a record of 35-1-1, and that one loss is debatable. And that was the first fight with Tony Harrison versus Lomachenko. In my opinion, his record should be 16-4 because I don't think he won the fight with Jermaine Ortiz, and Jermaine Ortiz, I thought, honestly beat him. So Lomachenko's record is 17-3, but really you could see it as 16-4 if you know boxing and you're effectively scoring the rounds and who did what. Here's another thing. If Lomachenko looked so sensational in the Jermaine Ortiz fight, then how come excuses were made after the fact? Meaning people were saying stuff like, oh, it's because Lomachenko was in the war and that's why he looked away. If you look great, then people don't have to make excuses for you. They don't have to say, oh, you had an injury, you're away at war, because you look great. Like, for example, if Deontay Wilder knocks out Dominique Breazeale in one round, then you don't have to make excuses why he looked good. He got a first round knockout. It was over. You know what I mean? But with Lomachenko, we know what it is. Now that that's off my chest, I like Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson. Don't know that it would happen next, but Bob Arum is daring Devin Haney to take the fight. A lot of fans would like to see it, including myself. There's some great history there in sparring, 2 top talents. I mean, it really would be like a lightweight Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence-ish type of fight where you have 2 undefeated black fighters, American fighters, top of their craft, different styles, slightly different traits and stuff, but nonetheless a prime versus prime type of fight. Some people thought Devin Haney didn't beat Lomachenko, thought the fight was close. Personally, I had it as a draw, which means he would still retain his undisputed titles. and we'll see. I think time is of the essence though, because Devin Haney is a kid who's constantly growing, and he's getting older, and he's putting on some muscle mass and some size. So it's going to be harder and harder as he ages, and your metabolism slows down, and the natural production of certain things like testosterone, things like that, is going to be harder and harder to make that 135-pound weight. So Shakur just got to the weight. If Devin Haney moved up, then that means they probably wouldn't link until much later down the road, because like Shakur Stevenson said in a past interview, he said he's always been one weight class away from Devin Haney. So if Devin moves up, that will be the same pattern again. Me, I really like all the options. If those options, I mean, Ryan Garcia, Bob Arum said that. I don't know how he makes that fight. I don't see Ryan's handlers probably wanting that fight. He got a brand new trainer. It doesn't look like Ryan Garcia is seeing eye to eye with Oscar De La Hoya, and he's coming off a knockout loss, no longer undefeated. I doubt they put him in with the guy who has beat him, also lost to him, but beat him in the amateurs. And they split amateur fights. They had about 6, 7 of them, and they split it kind of down the middle. But I think that's too dangerous of a fight for Golden Boy to want to stage that with Devin Haney, you know what I mean, next. So the options Bob Arum says, I actually like Teofimo Lopez versus Josh Taylor winner. If Devin Haney is moving up, it will be interesting. Some people think Devin Haney lacks power, so it'd be very interesting to see how he fares. It's a very dangerous fight in a new weight class with guys who can punch bigger and have acclimated to 140 pounds. But Devin can hold his own. He's a very skilled, talented fighter. Shakur Stevenson, love it. Love that fight for Devin Haney. And also, I like the Vasyl Lomachenko rematch. I think, personally, I would probably, even though I want to see Shakur or Teofimo Taylor for Devin Haney, I personally, like my mentality, I always keep it consistent. I think the Lomachenko victory will haunt Devin Haney a bit if he doesn't clean that up, because then you'll have an asterisk by your career. Now, I'm not giving you my personal opinion. I'm just talking about the masses, the mass public. You'll have an asterisk by your career by that fight. Some people are saying you lost. I would rather him clean that up, especially before Lomachenko gets any older or people consider him washed or gets knocked out or anything like that. Hurry up and clean that up. Shakur Stevenson fight or the T.O. Taylor fight, all those type of fights will still be there in the future. So Lomachenko is the only one kind of with an expiration date. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Best in the business. And I'm out. Subscribe. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.